¿Qué onda, gente? ¿Cómo están? Bienvenidos a un nuevo episodio de Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater HD Collection. Entonces, vamos a jugar. Básicamente ya consideramos todo. A ver, vamos a ver cómo andamos con comidas. Ok, tiramos esto y pepenamos esto, que la rana esta es para usarla con el otro. Y pepenamos esto. Rana. Necesitamos comer. Rana normal. Creo que venía de ahí. Y tenía que ir hacia acá. Sí. Comida llena. Fuck. cura quemadura, ungüento y venda. Balas, más balas. Ok. Ah. A ver, para empezar, camuflaje hay que moverlo. Uniforme 20 es el 35. Vamos a ver. Ok. Ah, neta. Ok. Ungüento y vendas. Camuflaje. Uniforme. Más 40. Almacén.
Get your hands off me. I'm not going anywhere.
Muerto.
Really now? How many times must I tell you?
Tanya!
Each time you resist, your lover will suffer the consequences. Is that clear?
Vulcan. Damn you!
Okay.
Hold it right there, traitor.
¿Qué?
Let's find out just how lucky you are. Watch closely. One of these three guns has a single bullet in
Una de
it.
sus tres pistolas tiene una sola
I'm going to
bala.
pull the trigger
Voy a
6
apretar el gatillo
times.
6 veces seguidas.
Are you ready?
Es mucho, pues. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Y se orinó.
Huh. Looks like your luck hasn't run out yet.
Órale, perro.
There's no such thing as luck on the battlefield.
Okay.
You'd better stay in line from now on. The Cobras will take care of him.
Ah, neta, la desarmó.
Has the CIA dog been disposed of yet?
The pain is dead.
What? He may be a child, but he's definitely one of yours. I fear Khrushchev may have a hand in this. We have no time to lose. You must eliminate him before the final test.
Estamos batallando mucho aquí.
They'll be able to handle it.
Ah, mira, aquí va este viejo.
I'm leaving him to you, the field.
Ay, este viejo. Se mueve muy ágil.
The old man is always sleeping. Is he all right?
The end is saving what life he has left in him for battle. Normally, he's dead. But he'll wake up when the time is right.
A ver.
And when he does, it will be the end for the boy.
Nah.
Si hubiera agarrado un rifle sniper en la sección pasada, hubiera podido matar a Diente una vez. Y en la parte donde nos pelearíamos contra Dient, salen nada más soldados comunes.
Kuwabara.
Gisaro, is that you?
¿Es neta?
Snake, what's your status?
Help me!
Lost sight of the enemy. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby.
Okay.
Huh? Who's that?
Mamá.
What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Where's he hiding?
Everything looks normal.
Balas. Silenciado. Comida. Sur. Uf. Y aquí lo vamos a dejar. Maldito hijo de la chingada. Tan loco. The fear. Soy the fear. Esa flecha está bañada en el veneno de la araña llamada brasileña. No me sale. Los dolores se apoderarán de tu cuerpo. Tu extremidad se paralizarán, tus pulmones dejarán de respirar. Y llegará un momento en el que tu corazón dejará de latir. Ah, pero eso no sería divertido. No sería una muerte a la altura. El aprendiz de The Boss. Te daremos el miedo del que nunca hayas podido siquiera imaginar. Cae en mi red. ¿Qué trae este viejo? Es el momento. Siente el dolor. A ver.
You've been shot with a poison bolt. The poison is spreading throughout your body.
Okay.
Your life is going to keep decreasing unless you do something about it. Hurry and neutralize the poison. Go into the survival viewer and use cure to give yourself
Una
a serum
inyección de
injection.
suero.
The serum will neutralize the poison, but don't forget to treat the bolt wound itself as well.
Okay.
To treat a bolt wound, you'll need your knife, a styptic, and a
Cuchillo,
disinfectant.
tangente y
Use your knife
desinfectante.
to dig out the bolt, and then apply styptic and disinfectant.
Astringente y desinfectante.
Follow those steps and the wound should heal right away. Now start the treatment. Hurry!
Cura. Astringente y desinfectante. Esta que va sin... Esto que está podrido. Ok. Cura. Cuchillo. Mierda. ¿Hay más? Ahí está. Y vamos a... Ahí está buscando comida. El degenerado este. Para eso era esto. A ver.
Stuff is rotten.
A ver, me falta... tordo, cobra, pitón. Me falta... la rana, güey. Esta. Ahí está, lo dormí. Ven, así se hace de fácil. Apúntenlo porque dormirlo o quitarle la alma es nada más tener comida podrida y echárselo. No manches. Uniforme araña. A ver, ¿qué hace el chocolate? A ver, aquí está araña. Uniforme camuflaje de The Fear. El uniforme camuflaje de The Fear proporciona cambio de energía, capacidades ópticas. Oh. A ver. Ok.
There seem to be
Hacer que me
traps
dice
planted
esto.
throughout that area, and they look a little primitive.
Yeah, but this is their territory. Why would they need this many traps here?
Maybe it's part of some kind of tactical research.
Tactical research?
Yeah. As I'm sure you know, the Soviet Union is leading a worldwide revolution among communist forces all over the globe. But a lot of the countries involved don't have the necessary funds and industrial technology, so they need tactics that are both effective and economical.
That's what they're researching?
Yeah, and traps are one of the best ways to do that. I'll bet that place is one of their testing grounds. Clappers, arrows, pendulums, all of these traps are set off by applying force to a rope. Don't touch the ropes and you'll be fine. Use rolling to get over them, or just crawl under them. Either way ought to work. If you do set off a trap and an arrow or a spiked pendulum comes flying your way, you can still dodge it by immediately diving out of the way. Pit traps and snares are camouflaged into the ground to make them harder to detect. But if you look carefully enough, you can see them through the disguise. Try stalking to proceed with extra caution. In any case, if you think there might be traps lying around, keep a close eye on the ground and stay alert. Sounds like the Cobra unit's members' names came from the specific emotions they each carry into battle.
Emotions?
Yeah. For unbearable torment, the pain. For true oblivion, the end. For infinite rage, the fury. For absolute terror, the fear. And for unsurpassed bliss, the joy.
The joy?
It's another name for the boss, because of the joy she feels in battle, I suppose. During the war, she had a partner named the Sorrow. Sorrow and joy. They say there couldn't have been a more perfect pair. If you do set off a trap and an arrow or a
Sigint, Grannon said something about putting legs on a tank. Do you know what he was talking about?
If you ask me, it's gotta be a joke. Not only is making a tank walk on two legs a technical nightmare, but there's no point in making a walking tank to begin with. Putting legs on a tank would raise its clearance, increasing its frontal projection area. It'd also be less stable. Suppose the legs help the tank travel on bad roads. I don't see the logic in that. Isn't that what treads are for? I mean, anybody who'd seriously consider making a thing like that has got to be a wacko. Come to think of it, there was a guy in the States who wrote a paper on that subject. What was his name? Emerson? Heinrich? Something like that. I don't really remember. Of course, no one took that seriously.
Sigint, Grannon was saying that Sokolov's research project was a tank fitted with rockets.
Uh-huh.
Do you have any idea what he meant?
Sorry, beats me. I wonder if it's supposed to increase the tank's mobility, or maybe give the tank short-range missile launching capability. But you're sure it has something to do with Phase 2 of the Shagohod, right?
Yeah.
Khrushchev traded Cuba just to get this thing finished, and Volgin blew up a Soviet research facility to get his hands on it. Whatever it is, it's gotta be big.
Sigint, do you know anything about that philosopher's legacy Grandin was talking about?
Not a clue. Never even heard of something like that until now.
Right.
One thing's for sure, though. Vogan's got a huge amount of money stashed away somewhere. Philosopher's legacy, huh? Maybe it is real. That Order of Lenin that Grandin was talking about is the most prestigious award in the Soviet Union. It's given to individuals, organizations, and cities for outstanding achievements in warfare, science, industry, the arts, and various other fields. You could say it's the highest honor the East has to give. You say Grandin was involved in the development of the SS-1C. The SS-1... The Davy Crockett's that the... The weapon you've got equipped now is a... Clappers, arrows, pendulums, all of these traps are set off by applying... Hey, Snake, what's that you're wearing?
It's spider camouflage. It used to belong to the Fear.
Is that right? Well, it's not as good as the stuff the Fear was wearing, but it still seems to have a pretty decent amount of stealth capability. From the looks of it, the wearer uses stamina to power the stealth function. With this thing on, your camo index will stay at a high level no matter where you go. But if you run out of stamina, the stealth function will stop working. Keep that in mind.
You got some instant noodles, huh?
Instant noodles?
Uh-huh. It was invented in Japan just recently. Add some hot water and it's ready to eat. It's cheap and can be stored for a long time. And besides, it's delicious. It's like a miracle food.
Wow.
Speaking of which...
Yeah?
Are you going to eat that?
I was planning on it, yeah.
Oh, all right.
Is there some reason I shouldn't?
No, that's not what I meant.
Then what did you mean?
I was just going to say that if you weren't going to eat it, you should bring it back to me. I've always wanted to try some.
Whatever.
I see you have a calorie mate.
Calorie?
I see you've caught a king cobra. The king cobra is the world's largest venomous snake. Its large size means that it has a lot of venom to inject. One bite is supposedly enough to kill an elephant. And it's extremely vicious as well, so watch out. If you get bitten by a king cobra and injected with venom, your life will start to decrease rapidly. As soon as you're bitten, go into the survival viewer and use Cure to give yourself a serum injection. The king cobra's diet consists mostly of other snakes. Be careful, or you might end up as its next meal.
Got it. So...
What? How does it taste?
Yep.
Ugh. It seems you're the one whose diet consists of other snakes.
You're making me blush.
The guide says they taste just fine. Ugh. I see you've captured a poison dart frog. I see you've caught a European rabbit. The European rabbit is said to have come from the Mediterranean region originally, but nowadays they're found all over the world. They've been used since ancient times as a source of food, so it might be worth catching them. Rabbits are known to eat their own excrement.
They eat their own...
That's right. It's called cecal feces. When the rabbit eats fiber, the fiber is fermented in the rabbit's appendix, or cecum, and turned into a nutritious substance full of vitamins. The rabbit excretes this substance and then eats it again to absorb the nutrients.
That's a neat trick. I think I'll give it a try.
Snake, rabbits and humans don't work the...
I'm just kidding. You really thought I was going to eat it?
A little, yeah.
Even I wouldn't do that.
I guess not.
But how did those cecal feces taste?
What?
I'm just kidding.
Oh. I see you caught yourself a Japanese flying squirrel. Japanese flying squirrels are non-venomous, and they shouldn't attack you. The head, front legs, hind legs, and tail of the Japanese flying squirrel are connected by a membrane of skin, which allows the squirrel to glide from tree to tree. It says here that if it catches a good wind, it can fly more than 100 yards.
Yeah, I had a hard time catching one.
So, aren't you going to ask me?
You know it. How does it taste?
Not sure.
Not sure.
The guy doesn't say anything about it.
Why not?
Gee, maybe it's because no one would ever think of eating a flying squirrel.
Then I must be the first one.
Maybe you are. I see you've caught a cobalt blue tarantula. The cobalt blue tarantula is a poisonous spider with a highly potent venom. If you get bitten, go into the survival viewer immediately and use Cure to administer a serum injection. There are many different varieties of tarantulas. The cobalt blue is part of a group called earth tigers. They build their nests mainly underground and are highly aggressive. Their diet consists of not only insects, but also mice and even snakes.
Interesting. So how do they taste?
Are you really going to eat them?
Naturally. So?
It says here they're not very good.
Damn.
Don't act so surprised. Isn't it obvious?
Why would it be obvious?
It's a spider, for goodness sake. A big one, but still a spider, and there's not much to it.
Yeah.
If only it were as big as the one in Earth versus the Spider.
The what?
Earth versus the Spider. It's a movie about this gigantic spider. When it's small, it's about 15 feet wide, but when it's big, it's about 35 feet wide.
What do you mean when it's small and when it's big?
The size changes from scene to scene. It happens all the time.
Huh.
When you're bitten by a venomous animal such as a snake or a spider, or hit by a...
Ah, I see you got yourself an M37. The M37 is a 12-gauge pump-action shotgun. Don't expect any kind of accuracy from a distance, but one blast will send the enemy flying, and it's got some serious firepower, too. Good thing to have with you in close-range combat. It takes a while to reload, though, so plan accordingly. The thing that really distinguishes the M37 is that it's lightweight. It's about 2 pounds lighter than other shotguns. In fact, it's so light that it's been nicknamed the Featherlight.
Yeah. And to top it off, this one's had its barrel and stock sawed off.
That's probably a modification to make it easier to wield in the jungle. Those Soviet boys know what they're doing. I guess the other distinguishing feature would be the lack of an ejection port on the side of the receiver.
Ambidextrous, huh?
Exactly. It's been designed so you can use it left-handed or right-handed with equal ease. But that's not all. The low number of apertures means that it won't get jammed up as much with mud and dirt when you use it out in the field. This weapon is made for the jungle.
Good to know. But what are they doing with an American-made shotgun?
Good question. I guess they could be doing research on Western weapons, but... Did you ever hear about the SAS using shotguns in the jungle combat in Malaya?
Just stories.
In the jungle, you're always running into the enemy when you least expect it. The SAS found the shotgun to be extremely effective, delivering massive firepower in a short period of time. Because of that, lately a lot of point men are starting to use shotguns as their weapon of choice. Vogan's men might be trying that tactic out for themselves. Snake, you've got a...
I know. It's some new kind of rifle out of the West. Looks kind of like a black rifle.
No, it's not an AR-15. It's an XM-16E1, a top-of-the-line rifle that the Army adopted recently on a trial basis. The U.S. military was working on a new concept for a light infantry weapon from the late 40s through the mid-50s. In the end, they decided they wanted a .22 caliber high muzzle velocity rifle with full auto capability. What they came up with was the AR-15, the so-called black rifle. The one you've got there, the XM-16E1, is a modified AR-15 that's been fitted with a bolt forward assist. I heard they're doing performance evaluations down in Southeast Asia.
So they captured one in Vietnam and brought it here?
That's my guess. But that thing looks a lot different from a regular XM-16E1. There must have been a gunsmith present at the field test who made all these modifications on the spot. The fact that it's painted in camouflage colors shows that more and more people these days are starting to realize the importance of camouflage.
They made it so it takes a suppressor, too.
Yep, that's a nice feature to have for a recon unit on a sneaking mission deep in enemy territory. You can attach and detach the suppressor by opening the weapon window and pressing the enter button. Oh, and the firing mechanism's been modified to enable 3-shot bursts.
Why the hell would they do that?
These days, a lot of new recruits aren't used to firing in full auto mode. They have no trigger control and end up emptying the whole clip at once. Maybe they were experimenting with ways to prevent that and came up with the burst mechanism as a possible solution.
Stupid idea, if you ask me.
Hey, give it a chance. It might come in handy. Open the weapon window and press the action button to switch between semi-auto, full auto, and 3-shot burst modes. Have fun with that.
According to Granin, you should be able to get to the mountains through a passage located deep in the jungle beyond the warehouse.
Right. Then if I climb the mountains, there'll be an underground tunnel leading to Groznygrad near the summit.
Start out by going back to the warehouse. Use the key you got from Granin to open the door and proceed into the jungle. You remember where the door is, don't you? It's directly north of the door you went in when you came from the aqueduct.
Saving the game, Snake? Snake, have you heard of It Came from Outer Space? Do you want to save?
Cuando una rata gigante pisa una
Okay,
mina...
good luck, Snake.
Thanks.
searching